what it actually takes to start making money in Dubai real estate. Regardless where you are in your journey, are you still Googling how to become a real estate agent in Dubai? Or maybe you already did some transaction and sold a couple of properties, but you're still looking up at those who are consistently closing month after month after month, asking yourself, what should I do to become a successful agent who has a lot of listings on the portals, consistently generating a flow of buyers and closing the deal every month. But if you stumble off this video just now, hi, my name is Olga Sinenko and I am in Dubai real estate for 10 years. I started as an agent, been closing the deals since 2015 and being a sales manager as well. And now since 2020, I am real estate sales trainer, working with individuals like you and teaching the sales team on how to make more money and build up long-lasting career as Dubai real estate agent in a commission-only role. So if you're ready, get your notebook and a pen. This is the second episode of my training where I will teach you how to convert the pocket listing, those which been easily given to you by the sellers and the landlords, but you need them to be on the portal. Let's watch the video. Pocket listing, is it good, is it bad? It's better that you have it than not to have it, but the most important part starts when you are converting the pocket listing into actual listing with the document. We will have a separate process for that. That's a methodology of communication and certain processes that you will have to do, checking how the other three agents that the client already has performing, and coming back with this information to the client, not in a way, Mr. Client, the free agent that you have, they're actually not doing the job very well. Let me tell you, I'm going to be a best agent for you. No, we don't do that. But for example, if we discovered that the agent who is advertising the property, responding on your call, presenting yourself as an agent with a buyer, told you, I do not work with other agents, do you think that it's important for the landlord to know that information? Let's imagine, I'm a seller. I selected 3 agents whom I'm hoping is doing a great job for me, doing what? Selling my property, right? Well, that's why I selected them. I thought that they're going to do a good job. I gave them the 3-month commitment that I'm going to be with you. You can market my property, and I'm hoping you're going to do a good job for me, bringing the buyer. And one of them, maybe 2, maybe all 3, I don't know, depending on how good you will be doing your part of work as someone who is checking all those agents for the seller. You're basically doing a mystery shop, and not as mystery because you're not going to be like pretending that you're completely someone else. But if you will find out that one of those agents, do not let the buyers who are represented by the other agent to arrange the viewing. Do you think that, I'm going to ask it again, do you think the seller should know that? What does that mean for me as a seller if one of the agents is saying no to other agent with the buyer? What does it mean for me? What is it going to cost me?
It could cost you yourself.
Exactly. So do you think if we discovered that one of the agents is actually limiting this seller with opportunities to sell the property just based on he doesn't want to share the commission, he wants to have more in his own pocket? He is, by the way, this Adam, he's not actually working with other agents. That's not good, Mr. Client, Mr. Seller, he's limiting your options. You know that? Let me explain you what it's going to cost you. If you're going to have this type of conversation, he's not going to see you as anyone better than Adam. Bad-mouthing other agent is not what we want. But what we can do instead, we can say something like this: hey, Mr. Client, hey, Mr. Seller, on the second call. We had a first call with him, the cold call. We discovered he's selling the property. We asked him to share the details. We've got the pictures of the property. We're going on the portal. We're finding, he told me it's listed, right? So we're finding with whom it's listed. And then we're doing what? We're contacting this agent. We're contacting this agent, just trying to understand how good their representing this particular seller. Makes sense? So I, for example, discovered that Adam is not working with other agents. I'm calling back to the seller, I'm saying to him something like, hi, Mr. Seller, just getting back to you the same as we agreed. My client is actually decided to go ahead with the unit XYZ. But I really kind of, you send me the pictures, I do understand which type of the unit and everything. I really like your unit. What's the possible reason you're even selling it? Because I don't know yet what's the reason he's selling it. And do I need to know that to actually sell the unit or even understand, do I want to work with this seller? Do I need to know that? What if you're going to tell me, yeah, I'm just selling just because the prices are so good? What does it mean? I'm still talking with him on the phone. If you're saying just selling because the market is high, is this an answer we're looking for? I'm guarantee you that no, that's not an answer we're looking for. Because this guy is never going to be, he doesn't have a reason to sell. He doesn't need money for anything else. If you not discover that there is anything else for you, why would you sell it? Why would not keep? Oh, no, I'm not in a rush. Maybe I will keep it. I will see. I will advertise it for 3 months. If I'm not going to get the price that I want, I'm probably going to keep it. Do you want to work with the seller? Exactly. That's why it's very important to ask the question. But if you're going to ask the question in a way, Mr. Seller, do you need really to sell it or you can keep it? What are you going to say? Like, well, sorry, man, what's this conversation about? So tell me, what do you have? Do you have a client or not? Why are you bothering me? But if you're going to say something like this, hi, Mr. Seller, I've seen your properties online. I understand completely the unit that you have. And it's actually, I really like it. What's the possible reason you even, looking to sell? Why not to keep it? He gonna now, from this moment of time, gonna start convincing himself why selling is what he wants and keeping is what he doesn't want. And you have just to sit down and listen. Then at some point you say, by the way, I actually wanted to tell you this, and I'm not sure if you're aware. I spoke with Adam. I actually called him before I called you because I was looking for for the properties online first. And actually Adam told me he doesn't work with other agents. I'm not sure if you authorize him for that. Is that something of you possibly aware? I don't know. What do you think the seller going to say? This potentially is open the door for the seller to see, okay, thank you, for the seller to see that where he is now with his representation and the agent that he have, in terms of services, in terms of their ability to sell his property, is not where he wants to be. Then we can put additional nail in the head saying, yeah, well, and how many, just for me to understand, because the properties are selling pretty fast over here, just how many qualified buyers are coming for the viewing every week? You're going to say, well, I don't know. But, okay, but in terms of reports that the agents are sharing with you, the weekly reports, how many of the clicks on the portal actually then converting into the call and the actual viewing? He's like, the reports? What do you mean? Which reports? Agents are not following up. They're not giving any reports. And this is a common practice in Dubai, and I don't want you guys to fall into limitation. There is no obligation for you to give any reports. Of course there is no. Do you want to give it? Consistently give him a report saying, this is the activities which being on the portal, XYZ amount of people clicked, they actually look at the property, but the rate in terms of people are engaging and calling me is very low. What do you think, Mr. Client, a market is trying to communicate us with these numbers? So many people are looking at the property, it's shown on the search, they are looking for the description, but they are not actually getting connected with me. Why do you think it potentially could be? So with this question, guys, you are going into which procedure with the client? With the price reduction. With the process of you having a set template of report every week. You're calling him every week, talking about what was happening with his property. You are letting the door open for you to start the negotiation about the price. With not the way Mr. Client please, we need to put the price down, going to resist. But Mr. Client, you see this was happening. What do you think the market is trying to communicate us? It should be his idea. Listing with a contract. You went through the process, you ask about the reports with the seller, he told you they're not giving me reports and blah, 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 and then you come into the point, like, I'm not sure even that this for you, Mr. Seller, or no, but potentially I can pass you the listing presentation, the sales plan that I do for my sellers, which actually helps the property to sell with the highest possible price. Would you be open to look through that with me? And I'm not trying to sell you anything. Like, look, it's just my recommendation. You can use it without even me being there, but at least it's going to help you to keep those guys that you're dealing with now on their tours. Would that be helpful for you? If you're going to be that way with the seller, what the seller going to think about you, your expertise, and his desire to work with you rather than with this easy? The other agents are using a more common strategy for Dubai real estate is when they got a bucket listing, then they start nagging and calling and texting the landlord for months, asking, oh, Mr. Landlord, can you list the property? Can I list the property? Can you cancel the other contract, please? Can you list the property? Mr. Landlord, it's me. It's me again. What do you think? You can cancel today?